The year is 624 CE. The Arabian Peninsula, a land of scorching deserts and vibrant oases, is on the brink of transformation. A new faith, Islam, is taking root in the city of Medina, challenging the old ways and the established order. At its heart is a man named Muhammad, revered by his followers as a prophet of God. His message of monotheism, social justice, and compassion resonates deeply, drawing adherents from all walks of life. However, this nascent faith faces fierce opposition from the powerful Quraysh tribe of Mecca, custodians of the Kaaba, the ancient sanctuary at the heart of Arabian spirituality. The Quraysh, feeling threatened by Muhammad's growing influence and his challenge to their traditional beliefs and economic interests, persecute his followers in Mecca. Forced to flee their homes, the Muslims find refuge in Medina, where they establish a new community based on the principles of Islam. The migration, known as the Hijra, marks a turning point in Islamic history, but it also sets the stage for a confrontation with the Quraysh, who are determined to crush this burgeoning religion. In the years following the Hijra, tensions escalate between Mecca and Medina. Raids and skirmishes erupt as the Quraysh attempt to undermine the Muslims and their economic lifeline, trade. Against this backdrop of mounting hostility, a caravan, heavily laden with goods and representing the wealth of the Quraysh, makes its way back to Mecca from Syria. Learning of this caravan, the Prophet Muhammad, acting on intelligence and seeking to protect the Muslims' interests, leads a small force of 313 men to intercept it. They are ill-equipped, many armed only with swords and bows, and lacking in battle experience. Yet, their faith in God and their commitment to the Prophet's message fuel their determination. The Quraysh, enraged by this challenge to their economic might, assemble a formidable army nearly 3 times the size of the Muslim force, and march towards Medina, determined to crush the Muslims once and for all. Led by Abu Jahl, a staunch opponent of Islam, the Meccan army is confident of victory. They are well-armed, experienced warriors, accustomed to the harsh realities of desert warfare. The Muslims, vastly outnumbered and outmatched in military might, find themselves facing a seemingly insurmountable challenge. The odds are stacked against them, yet their faith in God and their commitment to the Prophet's message remain unshaken. They are driven by a profound belief in the righteousness of their cause and a willingness to sacrifice everything for their faith. As the two armies draw closer, the atmosphere crackles with tension. The arid landscape of Badr, a desolate valley between Mecca and Medina, becomes the stage for a confrontation that will determine the fate of Islam. The Muslims, aware of the gravity of the situation, prepare themselves for battle, both physically and spiritually. In the moments leading up to the battle, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, seeks guidance and strength from Allah. He retreats to his tent, where he prays fervently, his heart filled with humility and unwavering faith. His prayer is a testament to his complete reliance on God, acknowledging that victory comes only from him. The Prophet's prayer is not merely a plea for victory, but a profound expression of trust in God's will. He surrenders the outcome of the battle to Allah, knowing that whatever transpires will be by His decree. O Allah, he implores, if this small band of believers perishes today, there will be none left on earth to worship you. His words resonate deeply with his followers, instilling in them a sense of purpose and a willingness to fight for a cause greater than themselves. They are inspired by his unwavering faith and his complete submission to the will of God. The Battle of Badr, fought on the 17th of Ramadan, becomes a testament to the power of faith and the unwavering spirit of the early Muslims. Despite being outnumbered and outgunned, the Muslims, inspired by the Prophet's leadership and their belief in God, fight with extraordinary courage and determination. Their strategy, bolstered by divine intervention, proves effective against the larger Meccan force. The Quran mentions the role of angels, sent by God to strengthen the Muslims and instill fear in the hearts of their enemies. Remember when you sought help from your Lord and he answered you, I will reinforce you with 1,000 of the angels, following one another. Quran 8:9. The tide of the battle turns in favor of the Muslims, with key Meccan leaders, including Abu Jahl, falling in the heat of the conflict. The Meccans, demoralized by their losses and the ferocity of the Muslim attack, are routed. The victory is a decisive one, marking a turning point in the early history of Islam. It shatters the aura of invincibility surrounding the Quraysh and establishes the Muslim community as a force to be reckoned with. Section 5. Beyond the Sands. The enduring significance of Badr. The Battle of Badr is much more than just a military victory. It is a pivotal moment in the history of Islam, carrying profound spiritual and historical significance. It solidifies the nascent Muslim community, bolstering their morale and strengthening their resolve in the face of adversity. The victory is seen as a sign of God's favor and a validation of the Prophet's message. The victory also has significant political ramifications, raising the profile of the Muslims in Medina and enhancing their standing among the Arab tribes. It paves the way for the eventual establishment of an Islamic state in Medina and the spread of Islam throughout the Arabian Peninsula. Badr, however, is not merely a story of the past, it holds enduring lessons for Muslims throughout the ages. It serves as a powerful reminder that faith, coupled with righteous action, can overcome seemingly insurmountable obstacles. The battle highlights the importance of courage, unity, and steadfastness in the face of opposition. Section 6. Faith and Trust. Lessons from the Desert Battlefield. The Battle of Badr offers timeless lessons in faith, trust in Allah, and the triumph of truth over falsehood. It underscores the Islamic principle that true victory lies not in superior numbers or military might, but in unwavering faith in God and adherence to His guidance. The Muslims at Badr, though vastly outnumbered, were victorious because their hearts were filled with conviction and their actions were driven by a higher purpose. The battle also highlights the importance of reliance on Allah and seeking His help in times of adversity. The Prophet's prayer at Badr serves as a model for Muslims, demonstrating the power of humble supplication and complete trust in God's plan. It teaches that even in the face of overwhelming odds, turning to God with sincerity and seeking His guidance can lead to unexpected outcomes. The victory at Badr serves as a powerful reminder that God supports those who strive in His path and uphold the cause of truth and justice. It instills in believers the importance of standing firm in their convictions, even when faced with opposition, and trusting that God will grant victory in His own time and way. Section 7. A New Dawn, the Spread of Islam, after Badr. The victory at Badr marks a turning point in the spread of Islam. The news of the Meccan defeat spreads like wildfire throughout Arabia, challenging the prevailing power dynamics and capturing the attention of various tribes. The victory serves as a powerful testament to the strength and resilience of the Muslim community, attracting new converts to the faith. The battle also helps to consolidate the Muslim community in Medina and establish the city as a center of Islamic learning and governance. It paves the way for the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, to implement the principles of Islam more effectively, establishing a just and equitable society based on the teachings of the Quran and his example. The years following Badr witness a significant increase in the number of people embracing Islam. The message of monotheism, social justice, and compassion resonates with people disillusioned by the tribal divisions and social injustices of the time. Badr, in many ways, serves as a catalyst for the transformation of Arabian society. Section 8. Peace and Justice, the Prophet's Legacy. While the Battle of Badr is a significant event in Islamic history, it is essential to understand that the victory does not lead the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, down a path of conquest or aggression. He remains committed to his message of peace, mercy, and justice, even in the aftermath of victory. The Prophet, peace be upon him, emphasizes that the battle was fought defensively, to protect the Muslim community from oppression and injustice. He teaches his followers to treat prisoners of war with kindness and compassion, setting a precedent for ethical conduct in warfare that would become a hallmark of Islamic teachings. The Treaty of Hudaybiyah, signed a few years after Badr, further exemplifies the Prophet's commitment to peace. Even though the Muslims were in a position of strength, the Prophet, peace be upon him, opts for a peaceful resolution that ensures the safety of all parties and allows for the further spread of Islam through dialogue and understanding. Section 9. Echoes of Badr, Inspiration for Today. The Battle of Badr continues to resonate with Muslims today, serving as a source of inspiration and guidance in navigating the challenges of the modern world. The battle reminds believers that even in the face of adversity, faith, courage, and unwavering trust in God can lead to extraordinary outcomes. The lessons of Badr are particularly relevant in today's world, where Muslims often find themselves facing prejudice, discrimination, and Islamophobia. The battle teaches the importance of standing firm in one's beliefs, resisting oppression, and striving for justice and peace through perseverance and righteous action. The story of Badr is a testament to the power of faith to inspire individuals and transform communities. It serves as a timeless reminder that true victory lies not in material possessions or worldly power, but in living a life aligned with God's will, upholding the principles of justice, compassion, and peace, and striving to make a positive contribution to the world.